Hi, I'm Kelly Wester with Edts News, your education station. Today's top story is the rising epidemic of childhood obesity. That's right, obesity has become a rising epidemic throughout the world that are causing many problems for young children that later lead to problems as an adult. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and low self-esteem are just some of these effects. The staggering results of childhood obesity are going through the roof, and we must now take a look before it's too late. So what are some ways that schools can get children more excited about eating healthier and exercising daily? And should schools be responsible for the recommended 90 minutes of daily physical activity that they are needed? With more on this report, we will now take you to our field reporter, the handsome and charming Kelly Wester. Hi, I'm here with Ed Stiles, physical trainer extraordinaire. So I'm here to ask you a few questions about obesity in children. So what are some major concerns or health problems with children and not exercising daily?
Problem with expending a few calories is that our modern society, we tend to eat more than we used to, and if we're not exercising as much, we tend to pack on weight. And we know that pre-adolescent kids that pack on weight and or don't build a habitual response of movement, is they're kind of set up for failure the rest of their lives.
Now, what are some ways we can get children excited about exercise?
You know, as you've probably seen in your own experiences, is that we have to make it fun for all. At the same time, we also have to challenge those that are able to work at a higher level. And so part of it is minor games, having it fun, introducing a variety of different things. So, for instance, I ran a climbing wall at the Y, and all the skinny kids that are terrible at football and stuff had huge success on the climbing wall. Football, on the other hand, is great for the kids that are bigger. And that have, so providing a variety of movement experiences at a young age with variety, with success being not whether they win or lose, but success being whether or not they move their bodies and whether they learn to move their bodies better.
Do you think that the daily physical activity program should be a mandatory thing in schools?
Yes. Again, talk to any physio, talk to any doctor, talk to any anyone that works in the field of human movement, and they will tell you sitting for long periods is what is destroying backs and hips and knees. And so the concept of us sticking kids in school and having them sit all day long doesn't make any sense, because they're not as active as they once were in the home setting. Xboxes, Game Boys, etc. have taken away natural movement patterns. So it is becoming more and more up to our school setting to institute these types of things.
Fascinating stuff, Ed. Thank you for your time.
Hi,
I'm here with Jason McLester. He's teaching for 10 years and he has 2 kids, so he should know a lot about the effects of childhood obesity. What is one of the most shocking facts you've learned about childhood obesity?
Well, I think the thing that catches my eye the most is how quickly obesity rates are doubling and tripling, especially in North America. It just seems like we are the epicenter for obesity, how quickly things are becoming drastic. Chronic obesity, just seems like things are getting out of hand here. And how do we turn things around? How do we get kids back on track? And how do we help families help educate themselves and their kids?
Right. Well, a good way to do that is a daily physical activity program. Would you have this as a mandatory thing in your schools?
Well, absolutely. I mean, daily physical activity to me is one thing, but daily physical education, I guess, is something that I'd be more of a proponent of. I think it's good for kids to be active, but if they're not doing it in the right way, where they're hurting their bodies or not quite getting the education they need to, why am I being active? Why is this important for me? I think education is the key. I think we need to help them move efficiently. I think we need to help them find activities that they enjoy. And then we need to help them make the link between being active and what that can do for their bodies and their health moving forward.
Yes. And what ways would you try to get kids excited about exercise and eating healthy?
Well, I deal with the elementary kids here at the, with the college, with the Canese 281. We talk about intro to movement for kids, kindergarten to grade 6. And at that stage of their life, parents and adults in their lives are huge role models, people they try to emulate. So I think if you want to get a kid excited about physical activity, you can't do it from the sidelines, sipping a Slurpee, telling them what they should be doing. You need to get out there with them, and take time to get out into the environment, to just play, and be active with them. I think if you're active with them, that makes them excited. And I think you can bring the energy there. You can be a role model and to help them be a part of that. Not just organized sport, but just getting out to the playground, just getting out to the soccer field or whatever, and just having fun together outside. I think once it becomes a family culture, that's just what they do, then I think that's when you're really going to make a difference.
Exactly. Great points from a great educator. Thank you. Back to you.